EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a very loud and a very sold-out Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Geno. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Smith. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And this effort won't do it. He needed to get to the 45. He's a yard or two short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
They'll go. Here's Genty. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But in this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Geno going to hand it to Genty. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll get 34 yards there.
That's another Las Vegas 1st down.
They'll run with Mitchell. And he's off on the line and in for a Raider touchdown.
Las Vegas.
Elijah Mitchell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this division round matchup. The extra point by Carlson up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Gun. Got.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And some room to maneuver. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
They go play action with Burrow. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the
44-yard
line.
That's Alejandro Yoshivas. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go.
1st and 10 at the
180.
33-yard line.
Burrow will throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 32 yards. And the Bengals respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, look and repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ashton Jeanty, a 23-yard run. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Here we go. 180.
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 5.
Just set.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
Gun.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Now a short one to Gesicki. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down.
brings up 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Here's Higgins out on the right side. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Now Geno. Here's Tucker, complete on the right side. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. Christian Kirk deep to return it. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
Here we go. Stop.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard
11.
line.
Now it's Burrow. This is Fant on the short completion. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down and 3.
Gun. 11, MT, Tate. 11, Thomas. Stop.
Now Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, 59 yards. And the Bengals have broken our ties. They take the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Smith. will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Smith. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So what did they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how did they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for offense.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. That's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think the key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Over middle, that's caught by Chase. Powers by at the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Ja'Marr Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's Smith. They'll get this out to Genty. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Second and a couple. A give out of the gun to Genty. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter.
A gain of 7.
Now a play fake, and it's Smith. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup. Smith. Tucker hauls it in over the middle. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Geno now to throw. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 34. An inside give, Brown. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Here we go, here we go.
At the 35-yard
180.
Now it's Burrow. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Burrow on play action. And the Raiders have got him. Max Crosby drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after the ball comes out, and the Bengals grab it.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Let's get set. Stop.
On 1st and 10, here's Brown. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. Now he's going to step up and run. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Daxton Hill there to make the stop on defense. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Rely more on the passing attack?
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try to find some targets in the open field downfield.
Throwing now is Geno. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Now a 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Smith. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Throwing is Smith. Over the middle, he's got Thornton. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Jensen. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up the 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't have been.
Touchdown Raiders! Michael Mayer from 4 yards out. And the Raiders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
Raiders 21.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be snuffed out. The Bengals recover. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. Whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
44-yard line.
Play action. It's Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. That is caught. And he is going to have the Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Here we go. 180. Playing hot. Start.
Oh, they'll try a jet sweep here with Higgins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now it's Burrow. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Jamar Chase saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are drawing closer to a date in the AFC title game as they extend this 4th quarter lead.
Bengals.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it. So the two-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth-quarter lead.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Dante Thornton, 74 yards. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Smith to throw.
And they don't get it. They tried for the two-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. Oh, it's loose, and the Raiders have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now.
And let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Bowers.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Smith. This is caught. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the run. Genty will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown.
Sometimes offense, if you get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to go hard and finish in the end zone.
So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
We're all about the numbers, huh?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Here we go.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
All I ever wanted was a black Grand National.